And we are live. Welcome everyone to another White Sox franchise live stream. Apparently the wind wants to pick up now. But today we are doing one thing and one thing mainly. We are going to see the debut of Sam Denny. And I just realized I spelled his name wrong. I didn't realize there was another E in there. I got very excited that we were right at the debut for him. And we are going to watch this game. At least, you know, up till Denny's done. Hey. You see the last name. Man likes himself some grand slamwiches. He loves himself some grand slamwiches. Chicago pizzas. Who doesn't love the deep dish? So we are definitely going to watch this game. And then we'll move on with everything else. But keep in mind, it's been a solid start. We're 4-2 to start the year. Only one game back at a 5-1 Royals and Guardians. The AL Central is decent to start the year, which is weird. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Right now, we are about to get in to maybe the biggest game in our AA affiliate's history. The debut of Sam Denny. Look at the man. Oops. Alright. Let me pause that. Get that going.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's opening day on the show. It's the Knoxville Smokies and the Birmingham
Whoa!
Barons.
Oh, that's a jam. But there he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, yo,
First pitch coming your way next.
Sam Denny.
First pitch moments away.
Here's his pitches. 4-seam, 12-6, 2-seam, changeup, and a slider.
Highest ranked pitching prospect in the minors. It should be a real treat to see him in action today.
Alright, team select. As always, we'll watch probably a few innings and then maybe go quickly. I may just, skip past our offense just so we can watch Denny. Because that's what we're here for. First pitch from Denny. Right down the middle. Gets him swinging with the fastball. Look at that. Gives him a meatball. Right off the bat.
635.
0-1 now. Fly ball down the line. That will drop foul.
I don't like hearing that kind of contact right off the bat. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's too high. Seeing a pitch like that called a ball so early in this game, we could be in.
That should have been the first career strikeout right there. That should have been it. That should have been it. This ump is dog shit. Give me the robo-umps. And he gets him swinging on the high fastball. Beautiful.
Batting second, the second
Come to
base,
the dish for
first
Knoxville,
game,
Christian Olivo.
I mean, trust me, I know all about every ump having their own box. I've seen an ump literally have one of the worst boxes I've ever seen. It was like a good 3 to 4 inches up and to the left. And this man was calling balls on things that were nearly down the middle. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then he called a strike on something that nearly got away from the fucking catcher. I'm like, bruh. I don't remember what the game was. It was one of the early series the Angels were playing. I don't remember who it was. I don't want to say it was the White Sox, but like this ump had the worst box I have ever seen. I just want to know, is that going to go down as an error? Because I'm hoping right now that our boy Denny hasn't already lost the no-hitter.
The pitcher has to notice that. If he does, he's got
Tyron Smith retired? Man. Bruh. It's becoming the end of an era. And it drops. Well, there's the no-hitter. Gone. And that's going to be the first run given up. Damn.
Not many hitters can make that kind of contact on balls in that location. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it.
Come on, Sam. You're supposed to be killing them.
Runner at third and one gone. Peralta digs in now.
Just signed his one-day contract with the Cowboys. How about the Jalen Ramsey trade? It is a nice field. A lot of the fields in this game are really nice. I don't know if they're all actual minor league fields for, the teams they're affiliated with. Oh my God, he's giving up a lot of hard contact early on. Maybe he's got to settle in. I don't know. But right now, this is not a good first showing for Sam Denny. This is not what I expected in his debut. Had a good first at-bat, and then the error happened.
One out, runner at second base. And now the shortstop, Rayvaj Garcia. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound.
What do we think the comp is going to be for Ramsey? Because I don't think you're getting anything better than a third, and that's if you're lucky. Because at this point in his career, he is not a top-flight corner. He's still very, very good. He can be a really good two.
And that one fouled off.
But I don't think he's your number one anymore.
Pitch,
God damn, DC and St. Louis almost hit a mill on ABC? That's crazy.
1-2 offering. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. The designated hitter now at the plate. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Second, but he's going to get at best a high third. I think it's going to be tough for them to get even a 3. You're going to have to get a team that, really wants him in order to get that 3.
That's ball 2. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Missed inside with the curveball.
There you go, Denny.
This is the kind of early chance you can't let slip away. They have to bring him in from scoring position because you don't know the next time you'll get an opportunity like this. And a high fly out to center.
Well, there we go.
Fielder under it. That ends the inning and limits the damage.
Dan, what are you posting? Nothing I haven't already seen. Okay. Actually ranked 16th best corner in the NFL last year. Not elite, but still a cornerback one.
Back here at the ballpark. And towing the slab,
I mean, that was last year. What are you going to get this year? Just another year older, and he ain't getting any younger. I ain't trading you for the Jalen last year because I ain't going to get that Jalen, I bet.
Anytime you can eliminate pitches from consideration, it gives you a leg up against the pitcher. And now at the plate, the shortstop.
Also, with this draft class, I'd easily want to draft a guy third
Ball's foul.
before I trade for Jalen Ramsey right now. Or draft a guy in the third, then trade for Jalen Ramsey right now. Because this defensive backs class is good. Asante Samuel thinks Jalen could benefit moving to safety. At this point in his career, yeah, probably. I think he could play maybe another like 5 to 6 years playing safety. Because he wouldn't have to do as much.
Fastball in for a strike.
The only bad part is Jalen we're talking about. And that dude probably still believes he's the number 1 corner in the league, which,
Nobody out and a runner
you know,
in third.
is never a bad thing if your corner's got that kind of confidence. But let's be real.
Foul ball there.
Pop this out just in case.
0-2, and the delivery. Swings at the big bender for the K.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
So digging in, Andre Lipsius.
Lipsius.
There we go. Oh, so he has to back it up. Exactly. Exactly.
Runner at first, 1 away.
Nope.
That's off the plate.
We acquired this man in free agency in 2024.
Out to center. Bateman.
Do I remember doing that? No.
And 2 away now.
But is most of our AA team a bunch of the guys we just signed in free agency because we could? Yes. Is Creed Willems one of them? Yes.
In for the Barons, Nick Podcool.
I will say we may go until we see Creed Willems up to the plate because we got to see our boy Creed Willems. He's, I believe, right now he might be the next shoot show right now. Given a name like that, oh come on, you gotta go after that one. Dash, welcome to the stream, man.
On the ground to the right side, and that's just foul.
We're watching the debut of Sam Denny. It was not
Here comes
the
1-2
best
pitch.
first inning. Got a strikeout in his first at-bat, and then an error followed from the infield, and then he gave up 2 runs.
Lifted in the air to right center. Bateman on the move.
They'd say the Raiders could use Ramsey. Got Jacorian Bennett and nobody else at corner. We're starting Bennett, Eric Stokes, and Darnay Holmes. That's, in my opinion, that's not a terrible 3 set. However, I would rather have at least a 2 in there. So Stokes can move inside.
NARF, helping small businesses do big things through
That would be my
science.
only issue with that lineup right there.
Left field.
Bruh, he is giving up hard contact.
Makes the catch for the out.
Like, good catch.
Almost got the
But he
inside
is
with
giving
a
up a
bang on
lot
the
of hard
fastball. He
contact.
wishes he could have put that over the wall.
Bateman.
Here's the center fielder, Brett Bateman.
That's the only thing that I'm getting from him right now that's worrying me. He is giving up a shit ton of hard contact.
Not close with that one. And that's ball 1. 1 out and the
I will
bases
say I'd
empty.
be down if Jacksonville could trade their late 4. I'd be
Swings
down.
and fouls one off.
I just didn't expect him to give up as much hard contact as he is.
This to third.
I also thought we'd see maybe a few more
Tosses to first. 2
Uh,
gone now.
like swing and misses, but you know that could mainly be just the batters he's up against.
Steven.
Bases
This
empty
has
with
been a
2
much
out.
easier inning.
Now, Felix
No error.
Stevens.
And the big key for me is going to be watching that pitch count. As long as it stays down how it is right now, I'll be a little more cautious. So there you go. There's a good
Slowed
swing and
down on the
miss.
curve, Then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. On the ground, right side. Look at the stop here.
Woo!
On the knees. Nicely done for the
Good
out.
play.
Making it look easy at second. Let's take another look at this one. That's going to get you some high fives in the dugout. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now,
up for
Eddie
the
Park.
Barons, the right fielder, Eddie Park.
Oh, what about how we feeling about the quarterback that used to play for Tennessee? How do we feel about that? Because I absolutely hate it. That he entered the transfer portal just because Tennessee wouldn't give him more NIL money. I absolutely hate that. That to me is the biggest show of, one, disrespect to the college, and two, that you do not care about football, you care about the money that football gives you. Like, that to me, I would not touch him. I would not touch him. And surprisingly, UNC is not going to touch him, and it saddens me that they're smart. There you go. Good job, Eddie.
Batting sixth, the second
Chase
baseman,
Mydroff, getting ready to hit.
Drop.
All right, I saw that. I saw that he was hitting the portal yesterday, and I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. And then today I saw even more of the, like, why he's doing it. And I'm like, bruh, you literally think you're in free agency. Like, this is stupid. You now just blackballed yourself with that.
Runner at first, nobody out.
Oh, yeah, I will say this.
That one misses.
You guys know my concerns with Shedeur Sanders. And how, like, his ego kind of throws me off a bit as much as I like the confidence. He also blamed his offensive line a number of times in college, and that's the biggest red flag. Oh, here's our boy Creed.
Creed Willems.
But if you leave the school just because you want more money
Down the line, and it's foul.
after a really good year, automatically I'm saying now I will not touch you at all. I am not going to draft you with Mr. Irrelevant. You can go somewhere as an undrafted free agent. I don't care. I'm not touching you.
Fly ball, left field. Diaz.
Like, that is maybe the biggest
Takes the grab, one away.
red flag for a player I have ever seen.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Brandon.
It'd be one thing if he did it as like a junior after two pretty solid seasons and felt he could go to a bigger program like an Alabama or a, I'm trying to think of who's won the Michigan,
Job to let the low one go there.
Clemson, those teams that have won multitude of championships. I get that. That I'm not as crazy on, but like,
To our left. I like the decision to swing
Dude.
on that one, but just couldn't square it
you,
up.
you left after a really good
Rolls
freshman
over.
campaign.
No action on the bases though. Runners at first and second.
Oh, we're talking about Nico, however you pronounce his last name, because I've never been good at it. The kid that used to play at Tennessee, who's transferring out just because he wants more money from the NIL.
Comes. Way inside. Got him. Two away. Two outs and runners at first and second.
Is it Lama Leava?
Next to hit.
Is that how it's pronounced? Because that's probably the best I'm going to get out of that. Like, he played really well his freshman year. And now he's like, I played so well, pay me.
Right
Like,
through
dude.
for a strike.
Dude.
First and second, two down.
This is why I like CJ Bailey. He easily could have gone elsewhere. He played well enough that bigger schools were offering him
Comes up
good
empty,
money.
strike two.
And he stayed in NC State.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I'm very happy about that.
That
Although he
misses.
is getting one of the top
2-2.
center prospects in the nation to play center for him. So I feel pretty good about that too.
In the air to left. And that is
Damn.
a foul ball. He's doing a good job of changing
Top 3
speeds.
schools he might land
First,
on
the
is
off-speed
UCLA.
stuff.
North Carolina's already out.
Now
They've
he
already
goes off
stated they're
balance.
out.
Close but ruled a ball.
In
Showing a
Texas
little
Tech.
displeasure with the ump's call on that pitch
Bruh,
around
that
the
is-
top of the zone.
I
He needs
mean,
to be careful.
all of them are
Umpires don't
downgrades
like
compared to
pitchers
that
showing them
Tennessee
up,
team he was on.
especially in the minors.
But to look at it as UCLA or Texas Tech,
On the ground to the left, Gonzalez.
I don't see Colorado.
First, out with
I
room
don't
to
see
spare.
Colorado making
That's the inning.
sense.
Two left
They've
to
got
play.
Kadon Slater, and they've got the #1 quarterback recruit last year. I don't see Colorado getting in that fight. There's no reason for them to get in that fight.
We're back here at the
Leading off
ballpark.
for
On to the next
Knoxville,
inning. Here's
the
the
third
third baseman, Roderick
Roderick
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Okay, Sam, you had a
Gonzalez measures
you had a
5'7"
good second
inches,
inning.
22
Really
years
good
old,
second
and
inning.
he was a
It was
third-round
quick,
pick in
painless.
2020. There's a strike.
Nice fastball right off the bat.
0-1. Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
Gets that
There you
fastball
go.
on the swing upstairs.
UCLA, Texas Tech, Colorado, Arizona State, Notre Dame. Notre Dame would make sense. I'll give them credit for that. Like, if you left Tennessee to go to Notre Dame just because you wanted to go to a bigger program, then I would understand.
Second baseman, Christian.
You want to go to Notre Dame just because they'll pay you more, that's a different story.
Christian Olivo.
That's a different
And
fucking
he's got
story.
really good wheels. One of
Now,
those
Notre
skills
Dame
you really
also-
can't teach.
You know, probably wants that quarterback.
Not only does
Nope,
he have
that's a ball.
excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your
I
eye.
respect a lot
Speed
more the
benefits
guys that
him on
transfer
base
out
paths
and are like,
and on
this
defense.
place can be,
Teams always want players
you
who
know,
can
the
turn and
school
burn
I'm
out
at for the
there.
long
Fly ball
term,
to
or,
left, down the line.
you know,
Makes the grab,
upgrading
turns it down
programs.
after a long run.
Things like
And there's
that,
two down.
I get.
That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out
Going
in
for
front,
money?
pitch away, and earned the fly.
No.
Base is empty with 2 out. Now the left fielder, Josh Diaz, tripled and scored the first time.
He's thrown 6 pitches this inning.
Swing
Make
on
that
the
7
line,
pitches
breaking
this
ball.
inning. Dude, Sam Denny
On the move has a
is going to be going a
makes the
long way in
catch.
this game. It sucks that he had that first inning go the way it did.
We move on to the bottom of the third. Knoxville ahead in this game, 2-0.
2 first-round picks for Old Man Hill. Yeah, no, that ain't happening, bro. Chris Greer is going to have to suck it
Here
up.
is the
The
shortstop.
shortstop, Jordan Franco.
You're going to have to be really fucking desperate to give up 2 first-round picks for Tyreek
Some
Hill at this
control
point.
issues already in this one, and now he's not getting a call he's got to have. Tough break.
Ball, that's
There you
it.
go. Got a lucky call there on the first pitch.
That
Ball
one
three.
misses, and that's ball 3.
I will say, as much as I was scared there, at a point with the way Sam was playing in the first inning and giving up 2 runs, Jackson Wiggins here
Fouls it
has
out,
been
and now 3-2.
not as sharp, which is good to see.
Now the payoff pitch. And that one is foul. We'll try again.
You gotta trade guys when you're able to.
Another full count pitch. Got the hitter swinging for the
All the
strikeout.
baggage he has
Leadoff hitter gone in the
with
third.
won $1 billion contract.
Now batting.
So
third
digging in.
baseman,
Yep. Yep. I will say, like, it's always good to have confidence in yourself, but at some point, some of these players got to understand, once you get to a certain age, they do not think much about your skill set at that point.
Grounder to third. Gonzalez. The throw to first. Two straight retired to begin the bottom of the third.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Andre Lipsia.
Next up for the
Why the
Barons,
fuck was
Andre
there a
Lipsius.
horse in downtown Atlanta? That is weird as shit.
Bounces, that one gets the
Oh,
pitcher.
wow.
The throw
You know
is
what?
still
Give the
in
pitcher
time,
credit
and they
there.
do get the third out. The inning is over, so they make short work of them there. We move on to inning number 4. The Smokies lead it 2-0. Giancarlo
Leading
Peralta
off for
digs in now.
Knoxville, the first baseman, Giancarlo Peralta.
A few bumps in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a very nice groove. Into the
Oh,
outfield, base hit. Runner on
man.
base to start the inning. He's already 2 for 2
Now
with a
batting,
single and a double,
shortstop,
and
Rayvon
moseying right along to
Garcia.
set up a chance at the cycle. Digging in for the Smokies, Rayvon Garcia. First at bat was
come
a
on,
strikeout.
Denny. I mainly want to see him go at least 6 innings. That's kind of where I am right now. As long as he goes 6 innings, I'm happy with his outing.
And that's in for a strike. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2.
One ball.
If you've got
Oh,
good
Jane, I will
instinct,
say
you
there's a
see
lot
what's
of
gonna hit the
people,
dirt, you can take off early
not
and try
only
to move up. Wasn't able to advance
in
that
Jag's
time.
Twitter, but there's a lot of
Swings and misses, struck him out.
people that are trying to make an argument for
The batter, the
uh,
Stepping to the plate now
Jacksonville
from
to take
Knoxville, number 7.
Genty. I don't think they do, but apparently they really like him. I still don't think they take him, but they really like him.
Close, doesn't get the call.
Timeout. I have to know. Thank you, Triple H.
That's in. Ball 2.
Triple H gave Cross
That
his
one's
music
spoiled,
back.
And it's now 2-1.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. That's got to mean this man's re-signing. You gave him the good music back. He better be re-signing.
Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the inning.
Rumor is they're
To the bottom of the
they're
4th inning now. The Smokies
good to trade ETN if they want to. I don't think they will. And I don't think they're taking Genty at all. I just think they like him, which you should like him.
welcome back. The Barons at the dish.
I mean, I believe
the first baseman,
if Hunter's not there, it's Mason Graham, 100%.
That's in there.
Time. There's no way this report is real. I'm scrolling down Twitter, and I see a report Mariah May believed to be leaving AEW for WWE. No way in hell. No way in hell.
Goes down swinging.
Oh, they'll be taking a later round back. I guarantee you of that.
Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync
The
right now.
kid out of UCF is the name that has been circling. Oh, her dream is WWE, apparently according to people close to her.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Bruh, that would... Like, I will say this much. It would suck for AEW to lose her to WWE, because WWE is going to portray her very, very well when she gets there.
Ball. 2
They've been
balls,
doing a
no
killer
strikes.
job of bringing in new talent and giving them a good, light.
Fly ball to right.
Oh. Ah.
And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Chase.
Coming up to the dish for Birmingham,
Mydrock.
Chase Mydrock. Worked a walk in the first trip to the plate. One and
Inside
that
ball.
front door curveball backed up a bit on the pitcher, and he couldn't quite get it to catch the zone. 2 outs, bases empty. Fly
Oh!
left field.
Damn. Not enough under it. Like the sound of it.
3. We've played 4 full. The Smokies.
Yep.
On top here, 2-0.
I mean, if they lose her to WWE, it's a really bad look. It's a really bad look.
We're ready for the 5th inning. Here's
Because
the
it is
pitch.
legitimately gonna look like people are using AEW to bounce to WWE. We're talking about Mariah May. Apparently, report is she may be leaving AEW for WWE. You're kidding. Okay, now given this is Dave Meltzer, so take it with a grain of salt, as we all know. But he says for whatever reason, Jeff Cobb didn't have a lot of interest in AEW, where he also could have gone. I don't believe that for a second,
And the
but
leadoff hitter set down in the 5th.
she's going to be a free agent. Her contract runs out at the end of the year, I believe.
So up next,
Or at some point this year, one of the two.
0-for-1, grounded out the first
Jaden
baseman.
Otts hit the transfer portal? Ooh, that's a big get for somebody at running back.
All 1.
Man, I'm happy I'm scrolling Twitter while we watch Denny. I'm seeing a lot of cool shit right now. A lot of crazy shit we can talk about.
A little
There you go,
swings
Denny.
through
He's
it.
settled
That's
in.
one of the
I love
hardest
it.
pitches for a batter to handle, especially a lefty. Big sweeping break, and it keeps
This is
bending
true,
away
he
from you.
is.
Struck out looking for the backwards K.
Jaren, do your Duolingo course or you're going to get killed by the owl.
So 2 down now, and
He's going to kidnap you.
Felix Stevens.
That's how the lore
So far.
works. Have you not seen the lore of Duolingo?
And that one fouled off.
You may even enrage Dua Lipa.
The 0-1. Grounder to short.
Okay, there we go.
Collects. Sends it
I
to
will
first.
say,
Out with
I
the
was
mistake,
expecting a
and
lot
that's the
more
inning.
swing and miss strikeouts early on,
With the lead,
but
2-0.
he has started to settle down. He's not giving up as much hard contact, so
We're
not
back
bad.
here at the ballpark.
Trying to learn High Valerian.
Game 1 of this 3-game series. Digging in, Creed Willems.
What the fuck is that? The fuck is High Valerian?
That one finds the zone. It's been a good outing so far on the hill, but he's not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient,
That's a ball.
things could go
Ooh,
south.
that's a great take, but should have been a strike.
This pitch
damn
popped
it.
up. Gonzalez.
Ah,
towards this one.
okay, that makes more sense.
Strikeout number 1.
That makes sense now.
Now batting, center fielder, Brandon
The
Montgomery.
center fielder getting ready to hit.
I still can't believe that WWE is over here grabbing Penta and Phoenix, and then after that they got Jeff Cobb. Now they might get Mariah May. What the fuck is WWE gonna do with all this talent? They do have Klingon. They do have
Late
Klingon.
swing, foul to the left. One ball,
I
one
don't
strike.
even want to know what you just said to me, Jaren. I don't
Swing
even
and a
want to
nice
know.
changeup. That's some great arm action from
One
him
ball,
to sell the
2
changeup.
strikes.
I'll have to. Now that my phone, since I have more space on this phone, I do have to re-download Duolingo and get back to learning Japanese.
On the ground to third.
Because at one point I had a little kind of run going, and then I stopped.
Number 3, Nick.
I gotta get back to it. I gotta get back to a lot of shit.
3, 0 for 1.
Why is the bear trending? Oh.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Just misses the mark outside the zone. What a take with 2 strikes. And he goes down on
Damn,
strikes.
man.
3 up and 3 down, inning over. 5 innings
I will
down,
say
the
this.
Smokies on top, 2-0.
I will say this. Right now, the batting lineup has not looked good.
Onto the top half of
Denny has
the
settled in.
sixth. Now the third baseman, Roderick Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Kirby Cafe they have over there. They have a Kirby Cafe? I mean, that's not a surprise. They've got everything in
And the
Japan.
curveball
You
is
know,
down
what did
the
we
middle.
learn from Steins Gate? There's a maid cafe everywhere.
Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing in this game, one, Sam Denny's getting adjusted. And two,
Next up for the
our
Smokies, Christian Oliva.
batting order isn't as good as some others. So offensively, I think we might struggle here in the minors for a bit.
Olivo goes 5'9",
You know?
23 years old, and he
But
was
you know,
born in
we got some guys in single A that might make their way up as the season progresses. And maybe we'll get better that way.
1-0, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to left field. The left
Once
field
again,
is
Denny's done a
Oliva,
really good job,
and
one,
there's
of
away.
settling in, and two, his pitch count is fantastic. This man could probably pitch all 9 innings.
Diaz.
Is he going to take the L? Probably. But he's at 59 pitches right now. I legit thought he'd be sitting at about 70 to 80 currently. You got your streak update. There you go.
Fastball for a strike. Impressive
Kirby
efficiency on the mound
Cafe.
in
In
this
fact, I
game.
believe they have 3. So popular that you need to book a reservation months in advance.
First, 1 away.
Okay.
Next pitch in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen.
That's a hell of a pitch. Oh, they're getting the bullpen ready.
Number 28 also throwing.
So, okay, this is probably is going to be his last inning then.
Rocks and fires. Cuts on it and misses.
Dude, I will say this. Apparently the Jags met with Xavier Carlton, Cal defensive lineman. And I'm sorry, this man is, like, the size of this dude is, like, flawless for a rusher. 6'6", 275. That's a nice size combo right there.
And that'll do it.
There we go. Good job, Denny. Doesn't give up anything else. He has been on point since that first inning.
In the home half of the 6th. Knoxville ahead in this game, 2-0.
I don't like that you keep talking to me like that, Jaron. I don't know what you're saying.
Your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers.
Oh,
Trying to bunt-
holy shit! What a bunt!
And he beats it out. It's a bunt single to start the inning.
That might be the greatest bunt I've ever seen. Show it again. Holy hell, that thing was flawless. It rode the fucking line.
Wes Cat now plate.
Dude, that's amazing.
First pitch.
0-1.
God, I love a good bunt. I love a really good bunt.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Activity in the bullpen. Number 47.
That was a compliment. No, Jaren, it's because you've been here long enough that I'm not going to believe you. Well, the bats are colder than the Phillies. I mean, it's okay. Louisville will get right?
The Barons with the tying run at the dish.
I'm not believing you. I'm not believing you, Jaren. I don't trust it.
Now batting.
So digging in, Andre Lipsius definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. The third.
Damn it. Well, there's the double play.
Double play.
Man, we wasted such a cool bunt.
That's the inning. Smoothly executed there. The second
All right, let's see if this is the end
baseman first,
for
and
Denny.
that ends the inning.
Yep, that's the end for Denny. So he goes 6 innings. And I'm not going to complain about that.
Ball 4. Take the base. 3.
Yep. We lost 7-0. Why are you guys over?
This one ends 7-0 for our entire
I don't
crew
like
here
that
at
you're
the show.
calling me a
I'm
good
Nick
boy,
Gilman. Thanks
Jaren.
for tuning in.
Now that I know what it means, I hate it more. Well, Sam Denny, in my opinion, had a pretty good outing. 5 strikeouts, 6 innings, 4 hits, only 1 earned run. Oh, because the one was an error that he got on, so he doesn't get credited with that run. So yeah, really solid performance overall for Sam Denny's debut. You guys are over here saying things, and I don't like it. I don't trust it. You guys know the rules, DTA, and that's how I feel right now. Alright, let's get the music back. I blew my eardrums out. Ow. Okay, so meanwhile, AAA falls. And over here in the majors, you're talking about birds. What the hell, man? You just complimented me in Klingon. You guys are over here trying to say you're complimenting me, and I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Not all. Not all. Said I'm smart / wise in Klingon. You guys are trying to bullshit me, talking me up. I don't believe it at all. Never. Why would you guys ever compliment me? So, we have a new sponsorship. I almost forgot about that until I saw that. Also, real quick check-in on a certain center fielder. How are you doing so far early in the year? 250. Okay. Keep in mind, Luis Robert, we are definitely going to keep an eye on. This is the year we'll probably look to trade him. Because I don't plan on re-signing him. And if he gives us a good year, he just hasn't given us that year where I'm like, yes, this is the year we trade you. Because 224, 222, 224. Like, if I was going to trade him, 2025 would have been the best year. 27 home runs and 79 RBIs. But we'll see if he can top those numbers at all. Let's get to the first game. It's Jonathan Cannon on the mound. I'm sorry, did we just... Are we on a 3-game winning streak? Are we on a 3-game winning streak? Excuse me? We That's 3 straight series wins. That is 3 straight series wins. I just want to point that out. We are currently tied with the Guardians for the top record in the Central. Yes, it's early. We've only played 8 games, but we're 6-2. What the hell is happening? What is life? Yeah, I need to, just get an idea of what we really need here. We've got a youthful pitching rotation. I'm not gonna go crazy looking at pitchers. We're probably gonna, discover over there. But, reliever, we made some moves in the Rule 5, so I'm not crazy there. Once again, we'll probably look at discovering pitchers. We have one young guy to build up in Gary. Our boy Gary. Come on, Gary. We've got our young catcher. Jack Caglione just needs to shore himself up, and then maybe he'll be at that major league level. Alex Ishii is the future at second base, and you can't make me think otherwise. Brian Ramos has been solid, but I do think we need a third baseman. I think that's a definite need. And the outfield. Those are kind of the spots. Third base and the outfield are our biggest needs right now. So we're going to kind of focus on those, I think. Third base. And I'll go short, mainly because, you can play a lot of positions there. While also going center field. Okay. I should look to see if we can make any moves from a scouting perspective. We have 5,000 remaining. I can do even better here, possibly. Can I find a more balanced guy? See. Can't afford him. That would have been the move there. Ooh. Oh no. The effectiveness ain't really what I want there. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, this might be my guy. This might be my guy. Unless... Is there anyone who's like a dominant pitcher scouter with better efficiency at the top there. Ooh, actually there is. But we can't afford him by getting rid of that guy, so fuck. Let's see, if I wanted to upgrade over Steve Curran. This would be the best I can do. Actually, Kimberly Roach might be the go-to here. That way I can use her for pitchers. And pitchers alone. Well, no, I've got that in Justin Ono. I want someone for discovery. Like, I'd like kind of a soul discovery spot. That might be my best bet. Nah, we're just gonna chill what we got. I'm not gonna mess with it at this point. I don't see any upgrade. Oh, Cody's gonna be Homelander at some point. We're gonna get Homelander Cody at some point. That's guaranteed. Okay. Right now, I think we are going to, if I remember correctly, we have the 6th pick, which sucks. We're gonna scout. I think we're gonna discover here. And what I should do first is, let's find out where the top prospects are. We'll go R rank. So, looks like a good chunk of the East and Central early on. So I'm going to start. Let's look at third baseman. So the top guy is 17th. Shortstop. Top guy on our board at shortstop is ranked 30th. Ooh. I'm not a big fan of that, if I'm being honest. Okay, there's some good fielders, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like the outfield's kind of the money spot this year. So left field and center field are the two bright spots there. There's only one catcher on our board. Okay. So if that's the case, I want to discover new prospects in the infield, and let's start with the East. Then we will scout what position was it? No, I've already forgotten. Shortstop, third base, had the 17th. Ugh, they're all over the place. This one's gonna be tough. I might just look at Mike Lutz immediately. And then left field, look at the Central. Yeah. So left field, central, and then here we will scout Mike Watts. And move you to 3. There we go. There we go. He'll eventually turn heel. I don't see Cody pulling a John Cena and never turning heel. I don't see that. Alright, let's go. We've had a nice little run going. Meanwhile, down in AA, we did get a win. We bounced back and got the win here. Big question I have is, it's still early. How is Daryl Jones doing? He's played 2 games, taken the L for 1, 10 innings, 6 earned runs. That's not what I want to see early on. Daryl, come on. It's still early, so I'm going to give him time, but we do not sweep the Royals, sadly. No brooms. Yeah, but in his AEW run, he was John Cena. He's not Cena in WWE. Keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. He bitched and moaned and complained to try and be here. This man's on the trade block. If you don't shaping up, we're getting your ass out of here. You are a weak link right now, sir. No injuries. Nope. Excuse me? One, why wasn't Alex Ishii playing? Jordan Walker homered. And Colson Montgomery's hitting quite well at a 352 right now. Just out of curiosity. Why is Ishii not in... Okay, he's leading off both ones. So, he plays first base against left-handed pitching. Second base versus right-handed pitching. Interesting. Okay, Dusk. Are you so zoned in on what Cena did back in the day that you think 6, if he was Super Cody, he wouldn't have lost. Cena didn't lose for like an entire year almost. 6 losses is more losses than Cena would have had ever during the Super Cena era. Cody is fine right now. Cody is fine right now. If we were talking about Super Cody, Roman wouldn't have been champion at fucking 30 or at WrestleMania 40. He wouldn't have been. Cody would have already had that title. I'm not calling somebody super until they're literally burying talent under chairs. Alright, next up. Okay, we fall back down to earth, as I expected. Jesus Luzardo sadly taking that L. We have won every series so far. What the fuck is happening? And Jonathan Cannon is 2-0, which I'm very happy about that. No, Tim Magoo's out 2 to 3 months. And Baldwin's out a few days. Ooh. Well, it's not that bad. He's already back. We are losing players like crazy right now. But luckily, Cabrera is about to come back, which is nice. So, with Magoo out, we're going to have to move someone up or down. So, real quick, checking on Darryl Jones. He got his first win of the season, and that ERA dropped massively. That's what I want to see. I don't know if I'm going to bring Grant Taylor up. Yeah, maybe I'll bring Taylor up. That might be the smartest move. He'd be probably the most ready to go to Double-A. Corbin, Rusev, Bray Wyatt. I mean, Bray's career wasn't ruined by Super Cena, but certainly wasn't helped. He did not bury Solo. He did not bury Solo. Not at all. Solo got a Bloodline storyline. He didn't bury Solo at all. Like, he did not bury Solo. If you call that a burial, you have not seen the Nexus. Because the Nexus is the example of a burial. They buried the Nexus so hard that they literally buried Wade Barrett. That was the end of his career. Was that match with Cena. And I hate that I'm saying that because I loved Wade Barrett. Every interpretation of him I was a fan of. But that is a burial. The term burial gets thrown around way too much. Because everyone thinks just a dude's not doing anything, they're being buried. That's not how it works. Alright. Denny's up again, fun fact. Hey, look at that. We've won 3 straight now in AAA. We're going to keep an eye, I think, on the minors a little more this year, so we're probably going to go a little slower. The normal is Denny gets his first dub. There we go, Denny. Had a much better outing, too. Brought that ERA way down. Consistently losing isn't really a burial. There's a difference between being buried and losing. Because 9 times out of 10, you need to lose to build up to a win. That's just sometimes how it goes. To me, a burial is when you take a young guy with a whole lot of potential, put him in a main event spot, and literally, he's not viewed as a threat by anyone. He is beaten in like 2 minutes almost every match. And he is then, on pay-per-view, embarrassed. That's a burial. All 3 of those things is what happened to Wade Barrett plus injuries. Injuries were the real defining killer for Wade Barrett, but the way they booked him did not help. I will say, our AAA pitching is nice. I just wanted to point that out. I'm very happy with our AAA pitching. I think legitimately, Baron Corbin is the perfect example of how a burial is not consistent losing. Because Baron Corbin was not buried. When he was losing consistently, they were using it. Yeah, and Bray Wyatt's run is really good too. Bray Wyatt's run is pretty good at showing what a burial is. Yeah. All right, Detroit. We lose. Okay. Okay. Do you guys think Zach Little wins this game, or is this the first series we're losing this season? Because right now, I want to get rid of Zach Little as quickly as possible. If he does not win this game, I might just trade him immediately. Or I should say, if he takes the L. And your point is what? The last high-profile match he won was Crown Jewel. Okay. Doesn't mean he's buried. Doesn't mean he's buried. Dakota Kai hasn't won a match in a long time. Is she buried? No. Like, saying that the last high-profile match somebody won is burying them doesn't say much. Holy shit, he won! Never mind, Justin Anderson got the win. We're good. We did win, though, so... we got a chance to hit 10 wins already this season. Ooh, he's falling. I do want to get more info on him, but he's falling. Ooh. Okay, view prospect list. Recently scouted. Jared Lamb. Goes from 19 to 10. 16 to 11. Fell from 4 to 43. I mean, we're still going to pay a lot of attention, I think, to these guys. Interesting. But I think I'm kind of going to do the exact same thing. I want more of these fielders. The left fielders are definitely the group to look at. So I'm going to once again look at central left field, infielders in the East, and Mike Lutz. We're just going to stick to this right now. Because really, and this is one thing, I'll always get annoyed by people like saying somebody's buried. People will call a main eventer going to the IC title a burial. The IC title is the most prestigious title in the company, and people consider that a fucking burial. I'm like, no. No. It's not what a burial is. You know what is a burial? What the White Sox are doing to the AL Central right now. We have not lost a series. We have won 4 straight series. What is this team right now? Make it 5. I miscounted. Yes, Zack Ryder was buried, but that was because he got everybody behind him and Vince didn't do it. That is the funniest burial. And it's just Vince got jealous that he couldn't get Zack Ryder over. And Zack got himself over. Matt Cardona is so good. But yes, that is a perfect example of a burial. Humiliated on TV, made to be a joke. Yes. Kyle Schwarber's in a cold streak? And we're winning with our best 2 overall players in cold streaks. 7 home runs already this season. That's a good start for Robert. Schwarber, 4 homers. Okay, so very cold start. Where's the injured list? Oh, 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. Cabrera will be back in a little bit, which is nice. Alright, Chicago. Before we take you on, I want a 4-game win streak for the Barons. Hell yeah, there you go. I like what I'm seeing here, to some degree. The Knights, I mean, overall won the last series, which is good. Kai Bush is 2-0. Kai Bush could be a guy that sees, you know, full time at the majors this year, possibly. So, we'll see. We're 11-5. We have another 3-game win streak. We won another series. We are 4-game win streak, damn it. What is happening? Schwarber's not cold anymore. He now has 6 home runs. Luis Roberts still sitting at 7. What the fuck is happening? We did not sweep the Cubbies. Bryce Wilson takes the L. But we are 12-6. Meanwhile, Sam Denny gets his 2nd win of his career. And Tony Badgley gets the win there. I just want to point out that after that first game, Sam Denny checked in. 18 innings, 23 strikeouts. Man's doing good right now. Meanwhile, Drew Thorpe takes the L and Noah Schultz takes the L. Yeah, he had to collect himself. And we saw it in that first game. Had a rough first inning there, and then, you know, got everything going. He had then, 5 scoreless innings afterwards, so. I do believe that we should be getting Cabrera back next week, probably. Uh-oh. We're on a losing streak now. Zach Little takes his 3rd L. This is the first series we will not win. Tight games against the Guardians, but we did get a win. But we will not win this series. At best, we will tie this series. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Hit the wrong button. No, Grant Taylor got banged up. It's okay, though. He's only going to be out a day or so. It's not bad. Let's go. Ooh, Mike Lutz continues to fall. With these positions, with this scouting, I've noticed, watching stuff, that you do have to take your time and get, 100% to really feel good about a player, so we are going to take our time with that. Although Jared Lamb seems really good. Now, there's a chance he could still be good, but what a fall for Franklin Thayer. Yeah, I'm going to shift my focus here, though, to Jared Lamb. I'll switch this now. Instead of looking at the central for left fielders, I think I'm going to look at the east now, just to get a little bit more of this section. And I will, let's see, I think I'm gonna go discover some center fielders. Outfielders internationally. Right now, Jared Lamb's becoming kind of our go-to guy right now. Finalize weekly scouting plan. Okay, can we make this series a draw? We cannot. We get destroyed. Jonathan Cannon with a really rough outing. Oh, man. What happened here? Cannon gives up 5 runs through 1 2/3. Ooh. Yeah, I hate to see that. That is the first lost series of the season. We're still 13-9, which is nothing to scoff at early on in the year. But sucks to see that happen. We do bounce back in our first game against the Rockies in this series. And right there, we are back on the winning track. And fucking shit, it's a miracle. Zach Little won a game. Guys, Zach Little won a game. I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not a dream. I know. Crazy, right? Get the fucking brooms. We swept the Rockies. It's not the biggest thing to celebrate, but hey, it's the first sweep of the season, and we're 16-9, and Davis Martin is undefeated on the season. Hot damn. Meanwhile, holy shit, we absolutely destroyed Biloxi. Hagen Smith had a rough outing, but Rafael Montero gets that win. Jesse Schulten gets that win. And Tony Badgley gets that one. Holy hell, nice job, guys. Schulten takes the L against the Trash Pandas, though, who have always been a problem for us. But we bounce back with our closer, Gary Minoso, getting the job done. Over in AAA, we bounce back to win that, or to tie that series against the Cubs of Iowa. Leisure gets a win. Steven Wilson gets a win. He got 2 in a row. And took an L. Daryl Jones is up in this one, though. Against the Mud Hens of Toledo. Right now, I'm very happy with the way really every unit is playing. I did not expect to be happy early on with the way this team is playing in every facet. This is crazy. Alright, let me see. Because I believe Cabrera is off the injured list. Yes, he is. So, with Cabrera off the injured list, how are you playing, Ishii? He's just hitting a casual 348. What the fuck? I'd like to see the on-base percentage a bit higher, given what he's hitting, but, like... Bruh. He has played 18 games. He hasn't played a ton, but he's played 18 games. He's had 69 at-bats. Nice. And he's batting 348. So, like, dude's killing it. He's only walked twice. 10 strikeouts is a little high, but 24 hits. I'm fine with it. Look at his last 10. He's batting 314. I can't move him down. That's a guarantee. Vargas is out of options. so I can't really do anything with him. Do you have any options left? I can move Sosa down. Like, legitimately, this is a tough situation now. I might move Maton down. Yeah, he has one more option I can use. How is Baldwin playing? I can't touch him. I can't do this now that he's playing well. I was gonna send Brooks Baldwin down. Just to save that last option on Maton. But 306. Like, how's he been playing? 333 in his last 10. He had a 3-for-3 ball game against Colorado. Well, Maton, yeah, you're shitting the bed right now in 28 games. Welcome to AAA. Yep. That's his last option. Speaking of AAA, let's check in on Jack Caglione just to see how he's doing. He's batting .216, so not great. But 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. I'm happy with that. The strikeouts are a concern currently. We're not seeing any upgrades or anything like that to his attributes right now. So, see how things continue. Schwarber is out of his cold streak and now batting .250. He has been great the last 10, batting .324. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Meanwhile, Luis Robert is out of his cold streak, and he's now batting .250, the best average we've seen from him lately. He's batted .300 in his last 10 as well. Okay. I was going to say this is great if we're going to trade him, but with the way we're playing, we might need him. But do you really need him when you have the god Alex Ishii? Our own stone-faced pitbull? Alright. Jesus Luzardo is going to start us off in this series against Shane McClanahan and the Rays, which is nice. Meanwhile, the Trash Pandas are giving it to the Barons, and sadly, Darryl Jones takes another L. Like, he's been doing better, but it certainly has not been great. And that explains what happened. Darryl Jones got banged up. He'll be fine in the long run, but he got banged up. Elbow sprain. Nope. Alright. Off to Tampa, where we take the L and a rough one at that. Adisic, you're over here trying to get me killed. Welcome to the stream, but I'm not going to say that about Tyson Fury because I believe that man would somehow find it and try to kill me. How do we win? How do we keep winning? I don't get it. Jonathan Cannon has had one bad game. That is it. That's the only reason his ERA is as high as it is. We are 17-10. The entire Central is good. Like, outside of the Tigers, the Central is good. Holy shit. I'm not saying anything. Alright. Darryl Jones is off the injured list. I do want to know, real quick, Sam Denny's on a hot streak. I do want to see that hit per 9 go up a bit more before we send him to AAA. Because I would really like to see him at AAA by the end of the year. But I need to see that hit per 9 and that home run per 9 go up. Holy shit. I want to point out, we watched his first game. He has played 3 since. He has given up 2 runs since that first game we watched. He is playing fantastic. He's only walked 5 guys. 27 strikeouts in 24 innings. Okay, Darryl Jones is increasing. That's good to see. Yeah, the 1.48 ERA is fantastic. And we're seeing a lot of young guys here. Like, getting going. Look at this. 2.05 ERA for Paulette. Tony Badgley's over here playing real well. Sub-2 ERA. He has allowed 3 home runs, which I don't like that. However, 3-1 on the record books. He struck out 22 in 28 innings. He's got under a 1 whip? Really? We have a lot of good young pitchers that I wasn't ready for. And we're not even talking about Hagen Smith. He has fallen so far from where I thought we were going to be with him. I thought by this point he'd be at the major league level. Hell, he might not even be the first guy down here Double-A to make that major league move. Meanwhile, Drew Thorpe is not doing well at AAA right now when it comes to wins and losses. Or runs. He has given up 14 runs. It has been a rough year for him. 3 quality starts, luckily, and sub-4 ERA, but he's given up a good chunk of runs. You don't want to see that. Meanwhile, we lost our second series of the year. Bryce Wilson takes the L, sadly. Now, he's only been back for a little bit, but let's check in. Actually, let's check in on Kyle Teal. We haven't even checked how he's doing. In 25 games at the major league level, he has hit 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 271 average, which is very nice to see. I'll take it. 10 RBIs, 6 walks. He has struck out 29 times, which is a little much. But I'll take it. A positive WAR is never a bad thing. So that strikeout percentage. Ooh, 28.2%. A little bit high, but he's also on a hot streak. Meanwhile, our boy Alex Ishii. If I told you his average got better, would you believe me? This man is batting .357. What the fuck is this man? I don't understand what Alex Ishii is, especially since nothing has upgraded. Like, he has stayed pat. This man is just that good. Sosa's actually having one of his better years. And Vargas is barely playing because he's on the bench. So, why I popped in here is to look at Cabrera and see how he's doing now that he's back. He's played in 3 games since his return, has 3 hits at 11 at-bats, 1 double, an RBI, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. I will take that. I will take that. He's only had 1 game where he's gotten a hit, and it is that double. But, I'll take it. And Brooks Baldwin continues to be on his hot streak. Batting .314 right now. Had a really good game against Tampa as well. 310 for Colson Montgomery. What is it with these averages for the infielders right now? He's on a nice little streak here. 290 lately. Guys, our young guys are coming to life. We beat Seattle 2-1. Zach Little now has 2 wins. No! Davis Martin takes the L. His first of the year. No! Oh, sad face. No injury, at least. And we do win the series against Seattle. Jesus Luzardo comes through. We'll take it. Now we got to face a Rangers team that's apparently struggling. Meanwhile, there's another injury. No! Oh, that one's just upsetting. Dominic Fletcher. Out for 2 months with a torn finger ligament. Ah, that one sucks. Well, that means we gotta move someone to AAA out of the outfield. So this is where the intrigue begins. Because we don't have a lot of great outfielders. I would assume that means Jacob Burke's going to see a lot more time. Montgomery is not playing well enough, I think, to get the boost up. Eddie Park, though, might be the guy who gets the call. And Anthony Hamby is not upgrading at all, which is very sad. Well, actually, Nick McLean's doing quite well, too. Maybe I'll go Nick McLean over Eddie Park currently. Yeah. I'll move him up to AAA for Fletcher. And to make the move, we need to add someone to that AA roster. Do we bring up Nick Worth? I think we're bringing up Donald. He needs to work on that fielding, but I'm excited to see how he bats at the AA level. Speaking of the AA level, we got some vengeance on those trash pandas. And Sam Denny is 3-1. He has not lost since his first start, and his ERA sits at a 1.11. Meanwhile, Hagen Smith is struggling. Grant Taylor has a really good outing against the Lookouts. Dude, the story of Hagen Smith is shocking. Meanwhile, Wilkman Gonzalez gets a win against the Bisons. So does Jared Schuster. I'm not gonna lie. Noah Schultz has really struggled here. He's another one of those guys that we had a lot of high praise for early on. But he has struggled at AAA. I might send him down just so he can get some positive innings in. And I might bring up Denny. Like, I want that hit per 9 and home run per 9 to go up. But, like, this dude is killing it down at the minors. Like, I feel like he's ready for AAA. What do you guys think? I think Noah Schultz, he's still upgrading, which is a good thing, but I think he needs He needs that positive reinforcement of wins right now, and so probably does Drew Thorpe, but, I mean, he has Major League experience. I don't want to rush him. I'm not going to take him to the majors this year. I'll say that much. Sam Denny's not hitting the majors this season. Maybe next year, but not this year. I can guarantee you of that. We've got so many guys playing well at AA. I don't get it. How do we have so many guys playing well at AA? I do not understand. Leave him in AA this season? Okay. Okay, we won't rush him. So we'll let Noah sit at AAA and continue to hopefully upgrade. One intriguing thing I might do. I just want to see. We've got a good amount of relievers. Okay, never mind. I was eyeballing bringing Tavares up to AA, but I think we're good. I don't think we need any more relievers in AA. Do we? Let me see our pitching staff. Whoops. Where's our rotation? There it is. Okay, no, yeah, we could use at least one more. So I am actually going to bring him up. Just so we have another guy for our long relief pitching. And plus, I don't think he's really upgrading in single A right now, so I'm going to move him to AA. It's not really going to do anything, but now we've got arguably our best relief pitching prospect in there with our best prospect in general. Meanwhile, at the major league level, the White Sox are shocking everyone, and they... Okay, I have to... That's the situation at hand. I fucked up. Let me send him back to Class A then. He can chill there. Also, in case you were wondering, Kai Bush is 3-0 with a sub-2 ERA. What the fuck is happening? Jonathan Cannon gets his 4th win of the season. And some of our young guys are progressing like crazy. And remember, I talked about how I might want to pay some of these guys right now. Just to, you know, kind of do the Atlanta Braves style of contracts. I think Jonathan Cannon's playing well enough to be one of those guys we pay. Like, over a 10-game stretch, he has one really bad game. That's it. 4 quality starts over the last 10. He's only had one game where he didn't go at least 5 innings. I mean, he has given up runs in everyone, which isn't the worst thing, but... I don't know, Jonathan Cannon wins. You know, it's that moniker of he wins. And I will say the Jesus Luzardo signing is turning out quite well right now as well. Alright. We keep moving. As we just beat the Texas Rangers in the series. Dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Badgley now 4-1 on the year. Sadly, Drew Thorpe is 0-4 on the year. I'm absolutely flabbergasted how this season is going. Hagen Smith had a rough month. Tell us about it. Drew Thorpe had a rough month. Tell us about it. Ryan Gillane tore it up in April. That's good. Sean Goosenberg had an outstanding month. Sam Denny is Sam Denny. Owen White had a strong month. This is crazy. I don't understand what's happening. We do take the L. Zach Little takes an L. He's been playing better, though, lately, so give him that. And it was only a one-run loss to Dylan Cease. Meanwhile, Jared Lamb has boosted his way up to number 2 on our board. I will say, definitely want to get him to 100% because that potential range is quite wide right now. Same thing with the overall range. Ooh, 2 new outfielders. Okay. Recently scouted. Ooh. Barney Belcher is number 3 on our board right now. Hello, Elvis Zambrano. How are you doing? From not rated to 12th on the board. This is why you discover players. We also have David Feldman, who's going up on our board. We also found Thomas Nair. Okay. I need to know more about Elvis here. So, I think we are now going to, instead of doing that, you're a position player guy, or you're a pitcher guy, so... You know what? We are going to discover pitchers as well here. Let's go in the East. I do still want to look at these fielders in the East because some of them are really good. We've got to look at the international, though, right now. What was he left field? Yep. We have to look at international just so I get more of that Elvis dude. We got to know more. We got to know more. Okay. And we tie. So that series goes down as a tie. Sucks, but whatever. Meanwhile, Mike Beery gets a win. And Sam Denny's 4-1. The ERA went up a bit, but that's okay. Noah Schultz takes his 5th loss in a row, and Gonzalez takes a loss as well. The pitching at AAA is just not doing well. Yeah, Noah Schultz has to come down. He's not playing well, and he needs a breather. So I am going to have to bring him down to AA. He needs a break. And I think with the play of Tony Bagley, given I'm not going to bring him up to the majors at any rate, I'm going to move him up to AAA in that replacement spot. Mainly because I want Sam Denny to keep killing it down here. We're just going to let him keep killing it down here. Alright. No injuries, no nothing, and the Central continues to be very, very competitive. Meanwhile, let's check in on some of our players. Let's check out Sam here. Keep in mind, he's on a 1-year deal, so he is 1-0 on the year. A sub-2 ERA, which is great. He's only allowed 3 runs. He's done a good job. 16 saves on the year. Kiranak. He is on a 2-year deal. Has not done great this season. Does have 2 wins, though. That's always a positive. How's Dylan Coleman done? The guy we picked up in the Rule 5 draft. 2-0 on the year. No lone saves. He's given up 8 runs in 17 innings, which ain't great, but I'm not going to complain about it. He's seeing a boost, and that's all that matters. Cade Horton, we also picked him up, and he has not played fantastically well, given that ERA. However, he's seeing an uptick, which is all I care about right now for some of these guys. Kyle Teal. Ooh, seeing a boost to power and contact against righties. His average has fallen now to a 261, 5 homers, 11 RBIs. Batting .333 in his last 10. Don't tell me anything else. Talking about how guys are doing, Jack Caglione is finally seeing some boost. However, -2 to power against lefties. He's boosted his average up a bit. Okay. Ooh, Alex Ishii, losing a bit of power against lefties and a bit of that plate discipline. But the contact against righties is going crazy right now. Meanwhile, he's still batting a .356 average. What the fuck, man? Dude, if he ever gets the power going, this dude is broken. I just want to point that out. If he ever gets the power going, he is broken. Cabrera has come back down to earth now, batting .235. And it's not terrible. Nobody's, like, bad right now. Ooh, Colson Montgomery struggling a bit, it looks like. 271, though, average-wise, which, not terrible. It has gone down. Batting .182 in his last 10. He's got to do better. Baldwin. Batting .281. 216 in his last 10. He's got to do a little bit better. Meanwhile, Schwarber. .252. 8 home runs, 24 RBIs. He's batting .256 in his last 10. And Luis Robert. .246. He's having his best year in the series. And of course, it's the year we're doing well, which is nice. And here's what I wanted to see. Jordan Walker getting a boost. I signed him solely because he's young. We could develop him, hopefully, and he could be a legitimate piece for us in the long run. Signed him to a 2-year deal. I might sign him for a longer term deal next time around because he's at least seeing that uptick. How's Eddie Park doing? He's still doing good. That's good. One guy I wanted to check on was Donald over here. Not a great fielder, and his hitting isn't great right now. Only batting .111. He's only played 4 games, but I was hoping to see a little bit better already. Alright, let's keep moving. So, we're up against the 19-15 Giants. Kyle Harrison is unbeaten on the season. He will remain unbeaten on the season, and Jesus Luzardo takes the L. We will lose this series as Jonathan Cannon takes the loss to Logan Webb. And we get swept for the first time this season. In 2 months, essentially, we have not been swept. But we finally get swept. And they were tight games. The first one, not as much, but the last 2 were tight ball games, and we take the L. We do not bounce back well. We lose to the Athletics. We lose again. We are on a 7-game losing streak. What is happening? And the Athletics are 21-19. And once again, look at the AL West. Or the AL Central. Apparently there's new show shop items available in case you were wondering. Also, everybody say hi to Jared. 83-98 potential. He is going to come in at a 63-78 overall. He's out of Ohio. And he's fast. Good reaction time. His fielding is nice. His contact and power are solid. He's not like... He's a jack of all trades, master of none type of guy. And I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's good. He's really good. I would definitely take him at 6 if he's there. I don't think he makes it to 6, if I'm being honest. I don't believe he'll make it to 6. Ooh, he has fallen down our board. I'm still interested, but he has fallen. Ooh, Zach Bloom. Out of Vermont. Okay. So, we are going to keep looking at him specifically, and that's where we're going to go now, is here. I'm also going to now... Whoops. Scout starting pitchers in the East, so we can get more there of Zach Bloom. I also want to get back to focusing on the eastern side of the I think it's left field, right? Yeah. The eastern side of the left fielders. Well, do I want to go? Yeah, I want more on Belcher first. I'm going to actually just go straight for Belcher. Yep. Alright. After we figure this out, after we see kind of these two essentially get finished up, we're probably going to be looking at infielders and pitchers for the rest of the time. Because I think we're going outfield to start and get some infielders as time goes on in the draft. Dude, the Barons are controlling the minor leagues right now. Grant Taylor, Paulette. I don't know. Hagen Smith once again takes another L. Noah Schultz now back down at AA. Will he get a win is the question. Meanwhile, AAA, it is a losing streak. Now Daryl Jones is struggling. We're just losing right now. It's just that easy. We get swept by the Athletics. That is 2 straight sweeps. We are struggling. We continue to struggle. Noah Schultz takes the L, and so does Leisure. What is up with this losing streak? What has happened? No injuries, no nothing. We finally end the losing streak. It was how many games? 2, 5, 10 straight losses finally ended. Thanks to Zach Little. And we do end the losing streak with the Barons, luckily. And we did end the losing streak with Kai Bush with the Knights. Whew. At least it's over. That did put us behind the 8 ball now. In the Central. Luckily, let's just check the AL wild card. We are 1.5 games back in the wild card, because that's kind of what I'm going to keep my eyes on when it comes to making the playoffs. Is more so that than anything else. We get ready for the Yankees here. Always a good time to beat Leon. There's never a bad time to beat Leon. And we did it. Davis Martin gets the win over the Yankees. Suck it, Leon. It's never a bad day when you take down Leon. And this could explain why we're bad right now. Luis Roberts cold. Luzardo's cold. Cannon's cold. Cabrera's cold. Davis Martin's cold, but he did get the win. Denny is still in a hot streak. Little is warming up, which is great to see. I might take him off the trade block. 259 now for Schwarber. Luckily, our relievers are all at least steady, which I'm happy about that. Justin Anderson has actually done pretty well. The ERA is not pretty, but it's been a lot of positives. No negatives there. He is on a 1-year cheap deal. He is a free agent at 34 years old. And as for Gary Minoso, it's been more positive than negative. That ERA is certainly not where I would like it. I'll say that much. Ladies and gentlemen, we beat the Yankees in a series. That's all that matters. We nearly have the same record as the Yankees. They should feel bad. Also, we're getting our ass beat, apparently, in the minors. Denny takes his 2nd loss of his career. Hey! Big winning streak against Jacksonville, though, as Darryl Jones gets his 2nd win of the season. Gonzalez and Bagley also getting the wins in a shutout affair for Bagley. I need to know, did he just go a full game? He went 7 2/3 of a shutout. I can say this right now. Tony Bagley is the biggest surprise of the season. If you had told me Tony Bagley was the pitcher we would have to keep our eyes on the most, I would have said you were crazy. 8 strikeouts, only 4 walks, 4 hits, in 7 2/3. Holy shit. That's crazy. We're now 3.5 games back with Minnesota. Kyle Teal still seeing a lot of positives here, batting .270. Jack Caglione getting better, .247 average. No. Oh my god, for the first time. Alex Ishii is cold. And he's only batting .308. This isn't my Alex Ishii. He has been batting 174 in his last 10. He is well cold right now. Montgomery's not cold anymore. That's good. He's gotten out of his cold streak. A lot of cold streaks going on in the minors, though. Donald's cold, but hey, he's getting going at least. Seeing a lot of positive upticks, and that's all that matters. Yeah, we did not sweep the Yankees. Man, I was hoping. Alright. No injuries. Brewers are up. And we're taking on Carlos Rodon. And we get the win. There we go. Meanwhile, we broke the losing streak at least with Grant Taylor down to AA. At AAA, we are on a 4-game win streak. Kai Bush. Yeah, May's been rough. May has been very rough. We've bounced back at least a bit with 4 out of our last 5. But May's been rough. It was a great April. May has been rough. We do get the win over the Brewers in this series, and Zach Little continues to get better. He heard me bitching about him. He's now at a 2.9 ERA. Okay. You know what, Zach? You're off the trade block right now. Mainly because we actually might be playing for the playoffs. As it sits right now, I think there's a chance we're playing for a wild card spot. I'm not saying we're going to be, I'm saying there's a chance. If Alex Ishii can get out of this cold streak... No! Now Montgomery's back on the cold streak. Jordan Walker, though, is on fire. And that's what I want to see. That contact against lefties is getting a nice boost. That power against lefties is getting a nice boost. The clutch is getting boosted up. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Hagen Smith is catching a bit of fire down at AA. Okay. And as for Denny, it's just positive after positive currently. Ah, the brooms stay in the closet. We win 2 of 3. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Okay, big series though here against Minnesota. And it starts with Jesus Luzardo on the mound. We do get a big win, 6-1 over the Twins. Ladies and gentlemen, we've won 2 straight against Minnesota. The Barons stay 5 wins up on the Trash Pandas. Sam Denny takes his 3rd loss, sadly. He's starting to hit a bit of a cold spell, it looks like, while Hagen Smith is starting to heat up. And Noah Schultz. How far did he go in this one? Firmed offers to Nico that he's actually considering Tulane, Syracuse, Texas Tech, and UCLA. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. He went 7 innings in this one. With 9 strikeouts. Fantastic. Like that, all of those are a downgrade from Tennessee. Like, that is crazy that he wants the money so bad he's willing to take such a big downgrade. I do want to check on Darryl Jones solely because I want to see if he's still increasing. He is right now cold, but he is still seeing ticks up. So that's fun. None of them are offering what he wants. Of course. Of course they're not. Oh. Bryce Wilson takes the L to Pablo Lopez as we fall 0-6 there to the Twins. I'll take that. 44th, and we know he's going to have decent potential. It's not going to be great, but we know it's going to be decent potential. Belcher is great. We know that. Yep. That's what happens when you're an idiot. Alright. Bobby Naylor. Alright, when's our second round pick? 41st? Okay. That's quite a jump for Damon King. Bloom. Okay, jumps up to 71 now. Okay. Change prospect. Show me left fielder. I feel like I should do more scouting here just to see, because I'm only getting a bit there, but I need to know more about Ken Schultz. I need to. I think I will continue to look at Franklin Thayer just to see what else is there. We'll go from there. Because I'd like at least 2 fielders in this class, if we can get them. And then given what it looks like with some of these infielders. Fell back there. Yep. But hey, we're finding a way. And we've got a 3-game win streak going in the minors now. Owen White also getting a win over the Cubs. We split with Minnesota. God damn it. Split with Iowa. That's a win down in AAA. Now we take on the Dodgers. Who's ready to lose? Ugh. This ain't gonna be pretty. And it's a sweep. We get swept. We all knew it was happening. Ugh. We do beat the Montgomery Biscuits, though. Denny and Smith. And Darryl Jones gets a win against Toledo Mud Hens. Yeah, both games were 1-run games early on. That's a positive. That's a positive. We gotta get a really good month of June. If we can have a really good June, we can set ourselves up really well. June's gonna have to be the month where things go well for us. For the first time this season, we have a losing record. Who thought we'd be saying that? This late in the year, really. Ooh, and Jonathan Cannon, remember I talked about maybe signing him to a long-term deal? Not looking like that's going to happen now, as he is struggling. Now, I may do something very interesting. Not you. Not you. Where are you, Drew Thorpe? I may. He's out of options. Okay, well. That's okay, because we're not going to have some guys up at the major league level anyways next year. So he has not won a game, so no, I'm not bringing Thorpe up. Never mind. He's got to get more positivity going. Yeah, there's no moves to be made. right now. So we have to keep just moving and hope. We lose to Cleveland by 2. We fall again, this time by 1. Ugh. No. We need a good month. Luckily, we're finding some really good players, and we do know now Franklin Thayer is not good. There's no way he's coming back from this. Ken Schultz, though, still very solid on our board. I am going to now change prospect entirely. And I think... yeah, you know what? I need to know more about Damon King right now, given where he's ranked on the big board. If he continues to move up like that... just saying. We're going to go ahead and discover some more infielders. I want infielders. Give me international. Because the last international infielder did pretty well for us. We are officially at the bottom of the AL Central. We're 7.5 games back. Of the wild card, we're 4 games back. So we are not out of the playoff hunt yet. And we do get a win against Cleveland. That's big. Dylan Coleman gets a big win over Cleveland. That is enormous. And we get a win here against the Biscuits. The Barons continue to be very solid. We swept the Biscuits? I don't think in my life I've ever seen a sweep of a minor league team. That is 6 straight wins over a team. Holy shit. We also won 4 of 6 against Toledo. Oh, they are burnt to a crisp, and Drew Thorpe gets his first win of the year. Darryl Jones now, 4-4 on the season. Things are looking up a tad bit, in the minors especially. Let's keep moving. We get a big win against the Royals. Dylan Coleman gets his 4th win of the season. So, Rafael Montero struggled a bit last month. Jordan Leisure also struggled. Nick Podkul tore it up. Okay. Nick Maton played well. I mean, he's just very solid. Gary Minoso had a good month. That's great to see. And Owen White played very, very well. Owen White is definitely a guy who might get brought up for September call-ups. So, that's almost a definite. You're going to see me bring up at least one reliever. And Owen White has played very well this year. 16 saves, no blown saves, 19 strikeouts in 22 innings. Yeah, Owen White definitely is going to deserve the call-up. And with guys like Cam Boozer, Kiranak, we have a lot of older relievers. So these young guys are going to be the ones who get called up to kind of see what they've got in the tank. Darryl Jones now on a hot streak. Oh, you love to see it. How's Grant Taylor doing? That's a 1.87 ERA. What the fuck is going on with our pitchers down in the fucking AA? What the hell, man? Hagen Smith now to a 3. Denny is continuing to just go up and up and up. This is great. This is great. Okay. We have at least made sure this is a tied series at the worst against the Royals. So a big positive there for us. And we do take an L there. And we tie the series. Justin Anderson loses those last 2 games. And we sit at the bottom of the Central still. God. Meanwhile, apparently the Barons are the hottest team in baseball. I want you to look at every single one of these ERAs. 2.9, 2.15, 1.65. What the fuck is happening? Meanwhile, a little bit of struggle with the Knights here. It was a tight game here, and really just a high-scoring affair in this one. But we do get a big win. Kai Bush is playing very well. He's another guy that definitely is going to deserve the call-up. Okay. Let's do it. We defeat the Pirates. Bouncing back for Justin Anderson, getting a win there. And luckily, we've stayed relatively healthy lately, which is good. A lot of guys are out of their cold spells. Okay, the negative is the power against lefties. The positive is everything else is going up. Everything else is going up, essentially. He still isn't hitting as well as I would like. I don't know when Jack's going to be ready, but he's doing better. Sadly, Alex Ishii is struggling a bit now. He has fallen down to earth. 272 average now, which I know, crazy that that's bad for him. Lennon Sosa doing pretty well right now, but he's only batted 171 lately. So Cabrera having a bit of an uptick. Yep, batting 270 lately. Jordan Walker. How is he doing now? Look at that boost of power against lefties. 12 home runs, 37 RBIs. Good year for Jordan Walker right now. It's the highest home run count he has had since 2023 when he had 16. He had 12 back in 2025. He's got 12 already now. Jordan Walker is having himself a big year, and I am happy I made that signing. No! Ugh. Cade Horton takes the L. Huh. Okay, Ken Schultz. He comes in at number 4 on our board. Really good contact against lefties, but that's really all he's got. That's what worries me about him. That's the main thing I'm worried about with Ken Schultz. I think the potential's probably there, but I do worry a bit with him. So far, Damon King, he's got all the stamina in the world. But as these like skill sets line up right now, he looks more like a reliever than a starter, in my opinion. Outside of that stamina, that's just me. I'm gonna have you discover some new central infielders. Jose Gonzalez, third baseman. Can't see past the chat. You can see a bit. The chat's not blocking everything. See. I mean, you're not being able to see those fielding skills, which do not matter. With Damon King, all you've got to see is those pitching skills. And Schultz, he didn't have much on the left side. So, all he had was on the right side. Here, let's see. Where's a good spot for chat for this? You know what? Chat's going up top. Twitch chat goes up top now. Pitchers. You're the pitcher and discovery guy, essentially. So yeah, I'm just going to discover more guys then. Give me pitchers in the West. I'll keep looking at Damon King, I think. Actually, I want to start looking at some of these infielders, so we'll look at Jose Gonzalez. Because I don't want to waste some of this time and not get info on infielders. As Zach DeLoach got banged up. He's out for a month or two. Okay, it's a bruised arm. Jesus Luzardo got banged up a bit. He'll be back real quick. So it's not that bad. Oh, and Trey Magoo is gonna be back. Crazy. Now Zach DeLoach is out. I'm gonna have to bring someone else up. So, who is playing really well at AA right now that we can bring up? Holy shit! That contact against righties is going down, but oh my god. Donald is seeing the increase happen. I'm not going to bring him up yet, but crazy. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it as is. I don't think I'm going to bring anybody up there. Yeah, Maton can play any fucking position that exists. Dude, Jordan Sprinkle. Getting a lot of good boosts at AA. Yeah, there's not a lot of guys that I would even bring up to AAA right now. One move I am going to make is I'm going to move Tim Elko down, and I'm going to move him up. China bats. How's Cuero do? Holy shit! I had not checked in on Cuero all season, and he is getting quite the boost. Okay. Good to see. Good to see. Alright. I think that's all the moves we're going to make there. Not really going to do anything else right now. I didn't even make a move at pitcher. Oh, Tim Magoo. That's who it was. I was like, who the fuck got brought up? Tim Magoo. So, show me double A. I will say right now, I like Tim Magoo a lot. He might be the weak link. I think Magoo's gonna go down to Class A right now because we're doing too well with the guys we currently have here. They're all on hot streaks. They're all killing it. I mean, they got their first loss in 2 weeks, and it was a 1-run loss. Also, Owen White is 4-0. Alright. We take another 1-run loss. We do get a 1-run win this time around. And we defeat the Tampa Bay Rays. I almost said Bucks. As Dylan Coleman is 5-0 when he's had to come in. We do have an injury, though. No! Oh, he's been so good at AAA. This has been Kai Bush's career. He plays really fucking well, and then boom. Injury. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Okay, guys. Who goes up? I'll let you guys decide. Do we send Denny up to AAA with this injury to Kai Bush? Do we send Hagen Smith up to AAA with this injury to Kai Bush? Noah Schultz, Grant Taylor, or Peyton Pallette? Who goes up to AAA to replace Kai Bush? Dude, this whole time, too, Adam Kloffenstein has been in the fucking background. He hasn't started a game. He hasn't even played a game this season. At this point in the year, Denny? We going Denny? Want to see what the man can do at AAA? Okay. Okay, AAA it is for Sam Denny. See how he does. Wins his first game. Oh, that does also mean we have to bring a pitcher up AA or send a guy down. And right now, I'm going to send Kloffenstein down to AA so he can get some innings in. He is not even doing anything at AAA. So, Kloffenstein needs fucking innings. I want to see what the rotation is at AAA real quick, just because he was not getting any innings. Yeah, okay, I see why. We are loaded at reliever. That's why he was getting no innings. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And I'll also... No. I don't think I can. I was going to say I'll also bring Magoo up, but I don't think I can. Also, 2 wins against Lehigh Valley. Badley and Schuster. Back to the major leagues. We are 500 at 35-35. A much better year than I think any of us anticipated initially. But we continue these winning ways. Now a 3-game win streak as James Karanak gets a win. And I've got to know, Jordan Walker has kind of been an unsung hero lately. Alex Ishii, batting .266. He is falling. But you know one man who's batting really well? Jordan Walker gets a hit this game against his old team. .276 this season. And Ishii doubled. Okay. How are we looking? We are 5 games back of the Twins right now. The Oakland Athletics are on top of the West. What? Okay. And we currently are 2.5 games back of a wild card spot. Keep that in mind. We do take the L. 0-5. Jonathan Cannon has struggled late this year. Like early on, he was on point. Now he's starting to struggle a bit. Jose Gonzalez moves now to 66th on our board. Really good fielding. I don't know if I want to keep looking at him. He is not rated, so we could get him later in the draft, maybe. I think I'm going to look elsewhere. Now, we do have 2 new pitcher prospects. Okay, Jeff Solis. You know what? Scout position. Give me relief pitchers in the West. Here, I want to start looking. I want to start looking at infielders. Let's go MLB rank. Show me second baseman. Central might be a good place to look here then. Third baseman. I'm going to look at the East at shortstop. I do want to keep looking for I do want to keep looking for players. So I am going to keep looking for discovering new players, but we'll see who we find now. Now it's just kind of getting more intel, because we know who our top guys are now. So now it's just, I want some intel more than anything. Dude, it is the Barons world. Holy shit. Meanwhile, Darryl Jones gets a win here. Sean Burke gets the win there. Sam Denny will be playing the Red Wings. Keep that in mind. So we'll have to check in on that game. As we take down St. Louis, we have a winning record once again. Bruh. Look at how tight this division is. That is crazy. So the yearly goal is to finish over 500. Contract goal is to reach the postseason. If we somehow reach the postseason this year, it's going to be crazy. I think there's a chance. I'm not going to say we do. I think there's a chance right now. I will say we are going to be watching the postseason. I just don't know if it's only going to be the minor leagues or not. So no game for any of our sides. Andre Munoz acquired by the A's. They traded a young first baseman and left fielder for him. Think you could have gotten more, Rangers. I'm just saying. Also, they traded with the other top team in that division. Just want to point that out. I will say, given the way things are going, I may be eyeballing certain teams to see who's available. Tigers aren't going to deal anybody. I do want to know who's on the Angels. Like, okay, Mike Trout's hurt. I was going to say, maybe we go for Mike Trout. Give us that power bat at DH. But his power's not even the same anymore. Oh, God, even Neto's not great. God damn, Angels, you guys are shit in the bed right now. Even with player development. Well, Logan O'Hoppy's great, but we're good at center. No. Okay, Joe Adell's intriguing. Given that I don't know what we're doing with Luis Robert at the end of the season. Although Joe Adell is also a free agent, so... Oof. Why do you have Spencer Torkelson? I don't know why you have him, but that may be the trade target. That may be the trade target. Only 1 year of arbitration left. Yeah, Noah Shawnuel hasn't developed well enough for me to be like, yeah, let's go for him. I'm just curious. Because given I don't like our situation right now with with Jack Caglione, I don't think he's a guy right now that I'm sitting there going, oh, he's going to be up at the majors this year. I think he still needs more time. The Angels are not going to win a game. And when it comes to important games. They want our young left fielder. Given what we're looking at in the draft, I'm not against it. The only bad part is he's our biggest power bat. I'm not trading Jonathan Cannon. Ooh. Actually? With how good our minor league is right now at pitcher, Dion Baird is tradable. Ooh. Okay, that one's definitely intriguing to me. Cause right now, there's not a home for you in the long run. Like, we've got guys at AA that legitimately can't crack AAA because AAA is too good right now. And there are guys at AA, they're too good to be in AA. So, I'd be more tempted to trade Bergoni if he wasn't, like, upgrading nicely. We do have Nick Worth as well, who's doing quite well at single A. I think we might make that deal for Torkelson. He's cold there with the Angels. He's not playing as well as he could be. He is batting .272, which is nice. It would be fantastic for us. It would give us a pure first baseman, which we do not have. Gives us a power bat at first base. He's got decent enough contact to go along with it. Yeah, I'm thinking we make that deal. Fuck it. Let's do this. Okay. Spencer Torkelson for Dion Baird. Who fucking thought we were making a trade today to make us better and not rebuild? Like, that is huge. Dear Lord, Kyle Teal. Upgrading everywhere. That's good to see. Matt Thaiss is a guy I'd be willing to deal if there was a good enough deal on the table. Don't know what that deal would look like. Let's find out. Let's see. Okay, well, this tells me kind of all I need to know. Braxton Garrett, excuse me? What? Okay. Kevin Kelly. No one super kicks like that, Kevin Kelly. I think I'd rather... I'd rather get one of those guys that's like... can help us now more than later? But I do just kind of want to see what's here. Although I don't think there's a team in the playoff hunt that's going to really want him overly much. But hey, Eagles, welcome to the stream, man. Alright. Actually, when we're doing this, there's no good spot for chat. There's no, like, 100% perfect spot for chat right now. Alright. We'll see at the trade deadline what other moves we make, but we officially now have our pure first baseman, and Alex Ishii is still in the order. That's all that matters. We're not in the basement. We're not in the basement. This is not your dad's White Sox. We're a winning team right now. We're in a playoff hunt right now. No, chat is mandatory, and that's why it's on screen, but there's just no good spot for it. I also need to figure out how I'm going to get both chats on screen at some point. We still got a couple minutes left. I at least want to get through this month. Yeah. This has been a competitive division since the get-go. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Oh, I've got to see. Oh no, the game hasn't happened yet. It's this one. We gotta see how Sam does in that game. Forgot I gotta make a move. Forgot about that. Gotta make a move. Who gets put down to the minors? I mean, in all honesty, Matt Theis could. I'm not gonna lie, I might bring Sosa down. One, because he's got the options, and two, because it will give Ishii more plate appearances. Let's move him down to AAA. Because we can't move Vargas down without somebody possibly taking him, so let's do this. I gotta know, first game, how'd he do? How'd Torkelson do? Well, Alex Ishii got a hit and 2 RBIs. That's good. Jordan Walker got another hit and he walked. Nice. Schwarber had 2 hits. Spencer Torkelson just had a hit and a walk. We'll take that. And Ishii homered. I fucking moved down Sosa and Ishii's like, oh, fucking finally. Finally, I'm the everyday starter. Alright. We take the L on day 2 with Davis Martin. But more importantly, Sam Denny goes 8 innings, 11 strikeouts in his debut at AAA. Dude, Sam Denny's a monster. I love it. 8 innings, 11 strikeouts. And he gave up only 1 run. What do I have to say at this point? What do I even have to say at this point? Aw, man, Kyle Schwarber's out with back stiffness? That sucks. He'll be back in a bit, but that takes a power bat out of the lineup. Luckily, though, we do win the series against the Reds. Meanwhile... Ooh, that's a big loss to Boston. Another loss to Boston, so we lose the series with Boston there, and that just takes us down a bit more. Luckily, we are still 1.5 games back of the wild card. Ooh! Okay, 6 shortstops scouted. Whoops. Yeah, nothing much. Nothing much. Great. Non-committal in regards to trading Mark Andrews. So you never know what's gonna happen. Good offer comes. Ooh. I mean, I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised. Okay. We're just gonna do pitchers in the East. Try and discover just some pitchers. You know, just take some chances on late in the draft, possibly. And here, I will continue to look at... Let's look at starters internationally. Here, give me Eastern third baseman. Now it's just doing a tiny bit of research. We're not really looking too much anymore. We do get 1 win in that series. Jake Eder comes through for us. We remain with a winning record right now. We tie with Knoxville. And we do beat the Red Wings. Bruh, the fact that our minor league system is doing so well is shocking. Okay, just making sure no injuries. No! Stop with the 1-run losses, guys. We get a 1-0 win, but God. The amount of losses this year by 1 run is crazy. Also, there is not a losing record in the AL Central. I hate it. We may not make the playoffs, and it's because the division's too good. That's the reason we won't make the playoffs. Alright. We beat Detroit. And we lose the next day. Come on. Little. Well, we're gonna have to scout this, man. I'll keep looking at international pitchers. Ooh. That's pretty big. That's pretty big to know. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do okay. The main thing I'm going to do here is scout Michael Nixon. Prospect Michael Nixon. Sure, this is your more position player guy. Oof. But your efficiency is good. Fuck it. You can scout pitchers well enough. It's gonna be the one spot. And this will be the two. Okay. Let's move on. We got one more week. Reason they lost to Buffalo in the divisional round last year? Yeah, he did drop the ball, so. I mean, a drop's a drop. Let's finish the month, and then we'll call the stream. We get the series win against Detroit. That's a big one. And that does move us to third in the division. We are half a game out of the wild card. Dude, we might actually make the playoffs if this keeps up. We might actually fuck around and find out. This is crazy, man. We get a win against the Mets. Dylan Coleman, when he comes in, 6-0. Meanwhile, in the minor leagues, we once again split a series. Adam Kloffenstein is 1-1 on the year. He's finally getting some innings down at AA. Noah Schultz has had his ups and downs at both Double and AAA this year. Hagen Smith, though, has found his footing. We can say that much. Meanwhile, Sam Denny took his first loss at AAA. However, he does have 2 wins, so that's fine. Darryl Jones has been up and down most of the year, and Owen White is literally dominant. Alright. Last game. We'll finish this series, given it's a 3-game series, and check in on how everybody did this month. It's a loss against the Mets. William Bergola has been struggling. Jesse Schultens is going to have to bounce back. Oscar Colas did quite well. Peyton Pallette did very well. Owen White has been flawless. And yeah, it's just all the shit we already know. We only have one pitcher at the major league level on a cold streak, luckily. And luckily for us, Jonathan Cannon's potential is going up. And he's doing well even in a poor year. So awesome. Ooh, plate vision's going up for Kyle Teal. That's good. Torkelson's out of his cold streak. Ishii is back to his cold streak, sadly. So we do have a couple of guys who are pretty damn cold right now, which is not fun. But, on a positive note, Luis Robert is still having one of his better years. So I'll take that. Alright, last game of the stream. Do you think we will take down and Darryl Jones with another loss? Fuck. Do you think we will take down the Mets? Will we win this series against the Mets? What do you think? As the Barons continue to be the Barons. Hadisick thinks we're gonna lose. What? With Bryce Wilson on the mound? Hi. Last game of the stream. It's a loss 9-10. I am so sick and tired of these one-run losses. God, we have lost so many games because of one singular run. We had a better June than we had May, which is good. Let's hope July is more like June than May. We end the stream at 500. 44-44. If you're wondering where that puts us, half a game back of the wild card. So, next week, we're going to the end of the year. We're going to find out if this team makes the playoffs next week. If this team makes the fucking playoffs, that's going to be so fucking crazy. In 3 years, I will have turned the White Sox into a playoff team. Without even a massive rebuild, just one really solid draft and some solid enough play by free agent pickups. Cheap ones at that. They don't bring rings, but hey, this is the White Sox. A playoff appearance is essentially winning the pennant. Especially with where this team fucking started. Like, look at our categories still. We still rank 28th in the league. We're 9th in speed, which is cool and all. 16th in power, which is fine. But we're 29th in pitching. 30th in defense. 30th in contact. And we are somehow half a game back from the wild card. I don't know what this team is running on. But fuck, I need some of it. Either way, we will get the draft. Next week, we will find out how this team ends up next week. And we'll probably find out if I get fired or not. Which, if this team makes the playoffs, they ain't fucking firing me, I don't think. So, that is not bad. Okay, earlier in the stream we talked about how the reports were that Mariah May wants to go to WWE. She posted on Twitter a picture of her with the AEW women's title and the, whatever the award was she got, Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. So, take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth. With that, that is going to bring us. Jeez, there's celebrities sliding into her DMs. I'm not shocked about that. Who wouldn't slide into Liv's DMs? Totally understandable. It's Liv Morgan. Duh. with that, that's going to bring us to the end of this stream. We'll be back on both YouTube and Twitch. Over on the VODs channel on YouTube. But we will be back Thursday with the start of some Apollo Justice. I am pumped to get back in the courtroom. Hope you guys are too. And then, of course, we got the Hardcore Nuzlocke Friday. With that, though, Jaren, Dash, Addisic, Eagles, appreciate you guys for being here. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube or Twitch, appreciate you too. With that, though, I will see you guys next time.